Alola everyone, it's the Munch and welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. We're back in the Tapu Village. After last episode we took down Acerola's ghostly trial here on Ula'ula Island, and now that we've actually completed that trial, we can do a little bit of backtracking over to the desert. And I actually really want to check out this area because there's a certain Pokemon that I actually want to catch here. Actually, there's a couple of them. That's Ghostium Z right there. Then let me just get this thing out of the way for you. 1 second. Magical Barricade powers activate. I don't know how they do it. They just wave their hand and suddenly it's gone. I've even got a special gift for a trainer like you who managed to clear Acerola's trial. Which would you like to take? Wait, what? Fresh or normal water? You know, I think I'll go for the normal just because I don't know what she means by that. Sorry, that normal water is actually mine, but I'll give you this fresh water instead. Wow. So we don't actually even get a choice. Why would she even give her own water up? I'm so confused, but either way, take an Adrenaline Orb too. It'll make wild Pokemon more likely to call allies, and the Pokemon they call are sometimes extra strong or even different colored shiny Pokemon. That is true. The method, or I guess the most popular method for shiny hunting, did become the Adrenaline Orbs as of Sun and Moon, and I'm pretty sure it's the same in this game, but the Haina Desert is a bit different every day due to the wind, or maybe it's the snorting breath of Tapu Bulu. Yeah, that's definitely it, lady. But without further ado, guys, let's head into the desert. And if you guys are excited, make sure to hit that like button for another episode of Alola action. And already we've got, oh, I guess a wild Pokemon coming at us. I was going to say there's a little mound, which I think is Alolan Dugtrio. And hey, actually, here's Krokorok already, which is definitely the Pokemon that I am looking for. As you guys know, I've been looking to replace Pikachu for quite a while now. And although we do have a dark type in natural on the team, Krokorok here is going to get one shot by Seed Bomb. I don't know why I actually did that. I meant to catch that. Anyway, as I just mentioned. And hey, speaking of Pikachu, he's going to be gaining a level. So let's try that again, maybe with a bit of a less powerful Pokemon. I also want to avoid, well, so much for avoiding them. I was about to say I didn't want to run into those shaking patches, but never mind, because it's going to be another Krokorok actually. And this time, hopefully we have a little bit better luck catching it. But yeah, this is going to be our newest team member. Although, like I said, we do have a dark type on the team. I don't know if I really wanted to keep natural all the way until the end of the journey, and I do think that a ground type would be pretty awesome on the team, so oh gosh, gonna be taking that crunch there like a champ. And let's go for some bone meringues. That's actually gonna leave it actually at the perfect HP there, so it is time, guys. Even though I could have totally gone for my favorite Pokeball, which if you answered in the previous episode, it is definitely Quick Balls. It's a little bit too late for that, so let's just go for a regular old... Actually, let's go for a Heal Ball. Might be an interesting one to hold it in, because I think most of my Pokemon so far are just in regular Pokeballs. So let's vary it up a little bit and go for the Heal Ball. We got 3 shakes and a catch. Awesome stuff. We have caught ourselves a Krokorok. And it's actually a female Krokorok as well. I wasn't really planning a nickname out or anything, so I'm going to have to work on the spot right now. There it is. That's actually a really awesome looking pose for it there. I like that. Also going to be added to the Pokedex, of course, and it is a ground and dark type from the Unova region as well. So if there was any Pokemon to replace natural, the Zoroark, of course it's got to be something from its very own generation. But yeah, I don't really have a nickname planned out, but thankfully I'm pretty good at thinking on the spot, and I've actually just thought of a perfect nickname for this crocodile, which is going to be Bindi. If you guys don't know, Bindi Irwin is actually the daughter of Steve Irwin, aka the Crocodile Hunter. And like I said, we are actually going to be adding this Krokorok to the party. So Pikachu, you've been with us for a long time, buddy, but it is finally time to go. And now we've got quite a devastating Pokemon on the party here. But there's actually more that we can explore here in the desert. If you guys notice, there's actually some little rocks that we just saw there. Well, never mind, because we got another wild Krokorok coming out. By the way, I don't know why I've been saying it so weird, because it's totally just Krokorok, like crocodile, you know, Krokorok. But anyway, those little standing stones there stacked on top of each other, like that one there. Okay, I definitely need a Spray Repel, because this is going to get annoying real quick. Now, I've never really understood how to get around this desert, but I think it definitely has to do with these little stacked rocks. And someone did tell us about that 2-1-3 pattern, which I think means how many there are in the area. So far in this one we see 2. Oh wow, never mind, there's a bunch of stacked rocks right here, so maybe this is 3? I don't know, but I'm just gonna keep going forward, which is definitely not the correct way to go, but arg, I got dust in my eyes everywhere. Even my Pokemon are rubbing their eyes. That's kind of sad. I hope you get that sorted out, dude. I think that guy will actually give you the Go Goggles, or whatever the equivalent is in this game, but you have to come here at nighttime, or maybe after defeating a certain other kahuna that might be coming up, but wow, that repel ran out pretty quickly there. And yeah, I do want to run into an Alolan Dugtrio, which I believe you can find here in the desert as well. I don't know why I keep running to the left. It actually doesn't seem to be doing anything, so let's just go to the right instead. And I think this should lead us, yep, to a brand new area, as you can see from the little patch of grass in the middle there. But basically we're trying to get to, of course, the Psychium Z, a special Z crystal you can only get here in Haina Desert. And whoa, I guess you can actually use Mudsdale Gallop here, which I already had registered, so I don't know why I had to actually make sure. But I have a feeling there's a hidden item here in the middle. Am I right or am I right? Really? Alright, well, Mudsdale, get back here. I guess there was nothing there for us, but yeah, if anyone could help me out with figuring out exactly how this desert works, because honestly, I just remember how to get through it from memory, which is after the patch of grass, you go up, because that's the only option, and then you go to the right, and you can find yourself a Z Crystal, which is the Psychium Z, actually. Pretty awesome stuff there, but I believe there is actually a hidden item in this area, so Stoutland, I'm gonna need you once again, buddy. Are you serious? There really isn't anything? What? No way, man. I really thought there would be something here, but I guess not. Huh. Oh well, let's get out of this desert then, because it is rough out here, man. Before we go though, I do want to run into an Alolan Dugtrio, like I said, because there is that one side quest back in Coney City, and what, are you kidding me? Way too many Krokoroks out here, man. But as you guys can see from these totems, if you go to the north from this area, we can actually make it to the Ruins of Abundance, where there's also not a hidden item. What is up with it, Haina Desert? I thought you'd have more hidden items for me, but anyway, that is of course where Tapu Bulu lies waiting for us in the post-game probably, because I don't really think we can take him on just yet, so let's instead take on this mound of dirt, and what the heck, it's a Trapinch! Not really what I was looking for, but pretty awesome Pokemon if you want to add a Flygon to your team, and I believe it can actually call upon Gabite in the SOS battle, or maybe that's only when it's actually sandstormy and not sunny out here, as you can see the weather. It switches up every day, like the lady at the entrance of the desert mentioned, so when it's sandstorming out here, I believe you can actually find Gabite, pretty rare Pokemon, but really awesome evolution, as you know, Garchomp. And there we go, I knew there had to be an item somewhere around here, and finally we get ourselves a big nugget. And that's actually the only thing over here, so now we gotta figure our way out of this desert. I have a feeling it's gonna be a little bit tougher than I expect, because it was kind of tough to actually get in here in the first place. So actually it's not that bad. I guess it is a little bit confusing, but as long as you follow, or I guess just pay attention to the landmarks, it shouldn't be that difficult. And can we finally get a Dugtrio? Yes! There it is, with its luscious golden hair. And that's actually the first time we've ever seen one somehow. That is crazy. You know what? I finally remembered that we do have Quick Balls indeed, so I'm going to try it out and hopefully it works out for us. As I mentioned, it is my favorite Pokeball because it works so well on the first turn at least, so hopefully it works out. And wow, of course, when I talk it up and say that it's the best kind of Pokeball, it doesn't work at all, because that's just my luck, so whatever. You know what? It's not all bad. At least Nani gets level 40 here. And yeah, I think I'm done with the desert. I'm just going to come back later to catch ourselves an Alolan Dugtrio. And hey, it even drops behind a little bit of soft sand. And Rotom, you're right for once, dude. You know what? I do need to heal up my Pokemon. The only reason I'm saying it is because otherwise you're going to keep annoying me the entire episode to heal up. So we might as well just get it over with and now call upon the power of Charizard, because we have got an adventure to continue. As you guys may remember last episode, little young goose got stolen from a little girl at the Ether House by Team Skull themselves, and we've got to go get it back. So here we are on Route 16, that kimono-clad Mantine surfer. I wonder which he likes to ride more, Sharpedo or Mantine. Oh, that's true. We do know that Grimsley, of course, who gave us the Sharpedo ride last episode as well, does like to surf on Mantine as well. Apparently, that's one of his little hobbies. And over here, we've got a scientist. Oh, actually, this is normally where we can get Zygarde in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So I wonder if in this game we can still do that because, of course, the Zygarde cubes that we used to be able to collect are gone and replaced by totem stickers. So I wonder how we can get Zygarde in this game, actually, because I'm guessing it's definitely still in here. And actually, the complete forms definitely got to be in here as well. This dude is going for an X special defense. I don't even know why. Do you know what Alolan Marowak does? Do you know that it's a physical attacker? I guess he must not. And the Flame Charge there boost up our speed as well. So now we ain't got to worry about nothing. Even though I don't think Charge Bug would have been faster than us, actually. It tends to be pretty slow. But anyway, I did want to talk a little bit about some random stuff. Mostly, actually, Dragon Ball FighterZ and Monster Hunter, which I briefly mentioned last episode. But those are two new games kind of unrelated to Pokemon. I guess you could say Monster Hunter is kind of like Pokemon because you do hunt monsters and you can actually capture them as well. Although you don't really get to add them to your team or anything. But I've been playing a whole bunch of that. Actually, I pretty much played it all day yesterday. And I played it so much, in fact, that I ended up going to Best Buy really late. And they had actually run out of Dragon Ball FighterZ, or Fighters, I guess, is the way they intend for you to say it. But I've been looking forward to Dragon Ball Fighters for a really long time. You guys might remember me mentioning it in previous episodes. So I was really, really disappointed, needless to say, that when I finally went to Best Buy, they actually didn't have any left. And I'm pretty sure we still have a Repel up, so I don't know why I'm running around in there, but we can definitely grab that totem sticker there and slide on over to the back of this trailer here. My secret base. It's so secret, I bet you don't even know where it is. I'll tell you if you can beat me. Wait, are we not in your secret base right now? There aren't even secret bases in this game. I don't know what this little girl is talking about. It would actually be kind of awesome, though, if they had kept around the secret bases from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire in some kind of way here in Alola. I don't know. I think they're pretty awesome, like, especially in Oras, actually, the way that they look in 3D, and they updated him and stuff. I mean, I guess there wasn't really that much to update, but just the fact that they actually brought them back was awesome, and I wish there was some kind of thing like that in these games, because, as you guys know, I'm a sucker for customization, both of your character and also, I guess, your room and stuff. Like, games like The Sims, although I've never really gotten too into them, I think they're awesome just because, you know, you can customize your own little second life. But anyway, going back to Dragon Ball FighterZ, I'm going to try again today and see if I can find myself a copy because I really do want to stream it, actually. I know I mentioned yesterday that I was going to try to do a little test stream, and I did end up doing that, except on another kind of secret Twitch channel that I have, just because I'm trying to figure out exactly how to stream console games because I seem to have a little bit of lag with it. I don't know why. But I think I've sorted it all out, so definitely look forward to some more streams in the future. Back here, we've got a TM for X-Scissor, though, which is awesome. Don't really have a bug Pokemon, but I'm pretty sure someone can learn that. And she says it's secret because we haven't even made it yet. What kind of secret base is going to be is a super, super secret. Alright, well, whenever you do make it, let me know, little girl. And Rotom, you need to cheer up, dude, because I am just done with it. You tell us to heal our Pokemon, and then you just get sad. Like, what's that all about, dude? Come on, get it together. These dudes are apparently obsessed with Spinda, so I'm just going to leave them alone and finally check out the Zygarde Research Lab, which apparently has no one in it except for a Gastrodon chilling back there, if you guys can see that. Oh wait, what the heck? There is a scientist here. Dexio and Sinna came to the Alola region in search of a Pokemon called Zygarde. If you manage to catch Zygarde, please come let us know. Are you kidding me? So there is actually just a wild Zygarde chilling out there in Alola somewhere. And I guess we can't do anything with that until we get it, so never mind. The repellent has finally run out. I don't know why I called it that. It's the first time I think I've ever called a repel actually by its full name, but what the heck is going on over here? Moo Moo, I'm talking to you. Moo Moo milk cause I'm too busy to chew. Yo, yo, I want to drink it down. I want Moo Moo milk. I want it now. That dude is spitting the bars right now. Hey, look now what we got here. I'm gonna make this kid run away in fear. No more drinks at the cafe for you. They'll all be gone once Team Skull rolls through. You want to come to the cafe? You better come correct. My Pokemon skills, you have to respect. Let's do this, yo. Are we having a rap battle or what? Because I am not ready for that. Okay, thankfully it's just a regular battle because, yeah, my freestyle rap skills are not on point. Definitely not. So I'm glad this guy just wants to have a regular old Pokemon battle, and he's actually only got one Pokemon, which is literal trash. I like the Pokeball he's holding it in, though. That was pretty unique. And I guess we've still got Nani up first, so this works out because we got the Boomerang. Actually, we could test out our newly acquired Bindi in this battle. I actually do want to check out what moves Bindi's got as well. I actually just got a little preview out there, and apparently it's Dig, so not the greatest ground type attack ever out there. And I totally forgot, but Krokorok does have the Intimidate ability, which can come in pretty dang handy as well. So we got Crunch and Dig. Actually, those are pretty powerful attacks. I just don't like the fact that Dig takes 2 turns, but it's all good because he goes for takedown and totally misses it. And now we can dig it up. Digging up the garbage. I wonder what we could find in there, actually. Like, if you actually busted inside of a Trubbish, would you find garbage in there, or is it organs and stuff like a real Pokemon? I don't really want to think about it. The Pokemon Center music just threw me off. I forgot we were in here, but my belly sounds like it's using Rumble. What? Is that actually a Pokemon move, or I guess a trainer move? Anyway, he's gone now, and drink too much of anything, even Moo Moo Milk, and this is what happens. You may be feeling a bit put off after all that, but here's some Moo Moo Milk for you too. Great. I guess that's a pretty worthwhile reward. Even Pokemon know better than to guzzle milk like that when they're already healthy. That's true. I guess he drank a little bit too much milk. That's why his tummy was using Rumble, but that's not any Pokemon move I've ever heard of. I guess it's actually just a human move. Anyway, you're a Pokemon trainer, right? Want to do a little job for me? Okay, why not? I'm looking for information on a Pokemon called Garchomp. What? Well, I was actually just talking about Garchomp. Apparently it's in Haina Desert, but I haven't been able to find it. So go find one for me. If you do a good job, I'll even pay you for the trouble. I would have loved to actually get myself a Garchomp, but like I said, it's a little bit rare to find. I think it actually has to be sandstorming in the desert in order for Gabite to even appear. And even then, it's only in the SOS battles. So yeah, pretty dang rare Pokemon. And speaking of rare, I hope this is something rare here, as we've got a Slowpoke. Not exactly the rarest Pokemon. Oh no, there's actually a Crabrawler in here. I was really hoping that there wouldn't be, but of course this is just my luck. And there it is, with them fisticuffs ready to go. But it's all good because, of course, Nani here is a ghost type, so I don't think Crabrawler is going to have too much to hit us with. Yeah, the Dizzy Punch not even going to be able to hurt us there. And a Flame Charge will actually destroy its life, so more experience for us. I love it. And more importantly, of course, we get ourselves some berries. Actually, a Lumberry there. That is a pretty good one to have. Aspear Berry, Oran Berry, not really the best there. And holy moly, how many berries are under this tree? Jeez, we got 5 of them. Petcha to wrap it up there. And now we can move along to the Ula'ula Meadow, where there's definitely rarer Pokemon than Slowpoke. Actually, this guy, speaking of one of them, Oricorio. What would it look like if they tried to use some Ula'ula Meadow nectar? Well, I think it turns into the red form, as we can see from all the red flowers here. And yo, it's Golfer Man! You're wondering what a golfer would be doing in a meadow like this. If you want an answer to that question, then defeat all the trainers first. Of course, I do remember that guy from Sun and Moon. He gives us a special item. I think it's like the Flame Orb or something, so... Oh my, if it isn't orange, where might you be off to? Po-Town? Ah, isn't that where Team Skull makes space? Such awful thugs they are, tormenting poor Pokemon for no good reason. I swear I just don't know what to do with them. And just look at me, would you? Here I am taking the initiative to travel Alola on my own to check on how Pokemon are doing. I've been trying to think through this Necrozma issue on my own. That sort of noble dedication is what you would expect of a president. Even, don't you agree? Is this man trying to take Lucamine's job? Not that a foolish child could. I mean, not that I would expect you to know. Anyhow, do try to stay safe. Don't say I didn't warn you about Team Skull. I ain't scared of those skulls, dude. They got the weakest Pokemon around, yo. If they try to pick a fight with me, they're going in the ground, bro. I told you my freestyling skills are not on point. Anyway, there's a Pokefinder spot right here, and we actually haven't done one in a while, so I figure, you know, why not? Actually, there's just a Letty in here, and I am not going to be able to get a good shot, so you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and close this. I am no photographer. At least not in the Pokemon world, though I do actually really like taking pictures in real life. Mostly with my phone though, because I don't know, I do have a kind of quote-unquote professional camera. I mean, I say that, but it's literally, I guess, a photography style or photography quality camera. Like, what I'm trying to say is it's definitely a good camera, but I don't ever actually use it. I just rather use my phone just because of the convenience of being able to carry it around and stuff, and I don't know. Either way, this lady here has actually got a Torkoal, and I was debating if I should switch Bindi, our newest team member, up first, and I decided against it apparently, but it would have been a good idea because Torkoal here is of course a fire type all the way from Hoenn. Not a Pokemon you see too often, honestly. And Nani here is going to be able to tank up the Flame Wheel no problem, actually. But I feel like Bindi would have been able to one-shot this thing with the Dig. Although Dig does take a little while to hit. It's pretty dang powerful. I think it has 100 power, actually. So definitely better than Boomerang. And we could use the levels on Bindi as well. So overall, would have been a good idea to switch her up first. But it's all good. Her next Pokemon is actually Whimsicott, which is not a great matchup for Bindi, actually. So I guess it's a good thing we got Nani out here, because we can definitely handle this with a couple of Flame Wheels. Whimsicott here, also a Pokemon you don't see too often. I guess in Alola you do see it though, or at least it's pre-evolution, whose name I totally forgot. I think it's Cottony. But either way, this thing is a Fairy type nowadays, but Fairy types do not resist the fire, and that means it's going to get destroyed by our Flame Wheel. Actually, I just realized Torkoal went for Flame Wheel as well, so we both had that attack there. And Bindi's already learning a new attack in Scary Face here. And to be honest, I don't think I'd ever use Embargo, so why the heck not? Even though I'll probably never use Scary Face either, but yeah, better than Embargo, I guess. And I noticed there's a totem sticker actually over here. Ah, we can actually fish for it, thanks to the Lana Special Rod. What is happening? We fished up the totem stickers, 23 of them now. That's awesome. We're getting near to my favorite number, which you guys can guess once again in the comments if you want. But I'm not going to give you any hints, actually. I'm just going to say we're getting close to it, and it might just be a quarter. So actually, that just totally gave it away. Anyway, we got Dancer Mireille? I do not know how to say her name. That's probably how people feel like when they say my name at first. Actually, funny story, but I guess it was a while ago. I went to Panera Bread, and I actually hate places where they ask for your name just because they always mess mine up. Like, how hard is it to spell Ariel? Like, even if you spell it, you know, A-R-I-E-L, like the Little Mermaid, I don't care. At least that's actually an accurate spelling. But they legitimately put Ariel. Like, when a bird is in the sky, you know, it's gone aerial. Or a plane, you know, does aerial maneuvers, like A-E-R-I-A-L or something. Like, literally the word aerial. Like, when something is in the air. I don't know how you could possibly mess it up that bad. But either way, here's a Ribbon Bee, actually. Whoa. I did not know you could find these in the wild, actually. That's definitely a new Pokemon for us in this playthrough here. And I would actually try to catch it, but I don't know how much we can hurt it. I don't think this thing actually has Levitate, or does it? I guess we're about to find out, as we're going for Boomerang, and it actually does not have Levitate, huh? Even though it's definitely floating in the air there. A lot of Pokemon with wings don't actually tend to have Levitate, so I guess that makes sense. Either way, I'm not sure what Pokeball to actually go for here, so let's try out our Premier Ball. I don't even know why I'm catching this Ribbon Bee, actually. It just looks kind of cool, and I don't know, it would be kind of awesome if this Premier Ball worked out, but of course it's not going to. Almost had it. I really don't know why I'm fighting this Ribbon Bee, actually. I guess I just figured it looks kind of like a cool Pokemon. So there it goes, taken down no problem with the Flame Charge, and at least we get experience. Anyway, what I was actually going for is this Repeat Ball, which of course helps you catch Pokemon that you've already caught before, which doesn't happen too often, but you know, if you ever want to catch yourself maybe something with a better nature or higher level or something, Repeat Balls can definitely come in handy. Anyway, we got another trainer over here, Lass Riley. Thankfully, she's got a bit of an easier name to say, although that's probably the weirdest spelling of Riley I've ever seen. Usually, I think it's R-I-L-E-Y, but, you know, she's got a bit of a unique one. I actually like that, though. I like when, you know, people have, like, oh gosh, the beat up. Oh no, what the? Okay, that almost beat us up, literally, but not quite. I think that actually does damage depending on how many Pokemon you've got in your party. So I'm guessing she's got 2 other Pokemon since that beat up hit us twice there. And yeah, her next one is going to be Komala. So you know what? Let's give Bindi another chance here to try and take a Pokemon down. Even though we don't really have any fighting moves on her, I think Dig and Crunch should be enough. Actually, I'm just curious how much damage we'll be able to do. Whoa, what the? Oh. I thought it was actually going to affect us back with Intimidate for some reason, but nope. It's showing off the fact that it's got the Comatose ability, which, as I mentioned earlier, means that this Pokemon is always asleep. And even though it's asleep, it can somehow attack with the Flailin. I forgot what it actually is like, but there's something in the lore that says that Komala... What the heck? How did that do so much damage? Does Flail do more, like, depending on how many turns you use it in a row or something? I don't even know, bro, but whatever. Bindi goes down, unfortunately, which means that we get a chance to bring out Primarina, who's actually fallen quite behind in levels. I don't know how our starter Pokemon is actually our lowest level right now, but somehow he is. Loba 42 already, as you can see, and Riley has been taken down. Unfortunately, at the cost of Bindi, though, who I would love to train up some more, but she got taken down, as you guys saw, so that's kind of sad. Oh, Rotom's actually reminding us to heal up yet again, so you know what? I'm gonna do that, because I do want to train up Bindi some more. Or at least have her gain experience, you know, and we can't really do that if she's fainted. So let's fix that up real quick and run into a wild Pokemon. Oh boy, I hope it's not a Ribbon and oh, it's actually Floette. I don't quite remember if you could find Floettes back in Sun and Moon. I feel like they're new in Ultra Sun and Moon, but are you kidding me, Rotom? You cannot be for real, dude. Like, even if I press don't worry, I know he's just gonna keep asking, so... Oh, we barely took a step in there and already a wild Pokemon. It was just another Ribombee, actually, and oh my gosh, Rotom! Really, dude? Like, this cannot be serious. Alright, hello Orange, it's me again, the aspiring actress Meredith. I was hoping that I could ask you for another battle again today. Oh, sure, I'm down for that. I've totally forgotten about her yet again, but yeah, this actress here is at every single meadow, I believe, and she does use Oricorio, I'm pretty sure, so let's go for it. This time, she's of course going to show off the Fire-style Oricorio. Well, I don't think that's what it's called, but it is a Fire type is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, let's check it out. Wha-bam! There it is. You can actually find this Pokemon here in the meadow, but I guess it's a little bit rare because we haven't run into one just yet. Although that might just be because I guess I've only run into Ribombees, and holy moly, the Teeter Dance coming out. I think that just confuses us though, so hopefully we can get through the Lucky Duckies. I feel like it's been a really long time since I actually said Lucky Duckies, but that's just what I love calling confusion. Thankfully we break through, and the Thunder Punch yet again coming through on Nani here. I really am glad we got that attack actually. Looks like we burnt out. Quite early in your career to call that though, Meredith. I thought you just got started with this whole acting thing, but oh, it was called the Bila style. I like that, a little bit of salsa merengue type of thing. I've got to find more styles to study. Alola! Alright, see you next time. I think that was actually our third battle with her, so there's only one more meadow left for us to battle her on, and that's all the way on Pony Island, so that's probably not coming for a while. And what the heck? Are you eating though? Oh, just having some Pokebeans for a snack. Wait, Rotom is really eating? What the? It's kind of cool, I guess. We get to learn a little bit more about our little buddy. And really? I feel like there's a lot of unique Pokemon we can find here in the meadow, but we just keep running into the same stuff. And what the? That crumbling old shrine, what do you think happened to it in the past? I have no idea, but I'm going to leave that to explore at another time. For now, let's head back because I do believe we've taken on every single trainer here in the meadow, which, by the way, is very loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's some kind of Pokemon that just keeps on crying in here. Actually, it's stopped now. No, there it is again. Anyway, congratulations, you beat all the trainers. I'll tell you why I'm here. I'm waiting for a worthy trainer like you, so what do you say? Let's do it. My special strategy hinges on the Flame Orb. This golfer's on fire. Here comes my best powered shot. Let's go for it, my dude. Kind of weird to see a golfer in a meadow just because it would be kind of annoying to get your golf balls back from, you know, the meadow itself if you swung them in there. And holy moly, this guy's got a Hariyama to start things off. Like he said, he does like to use the Flame Orb, so actually I don't know if Hariyama has the Guts ability, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But let's go for a Flame Charge on it. and speed ourselves up a little bit. I'm guessing that as a Hariyama, it's... Oh gosh, it's got knockoff actually. Wow. I was actually about to say that it might have knockoff, but I guess it's not really that common. And there's the Flame Orb kicking in. So I'm guessing this thing must have the Guts ability, because I don't know why you'd use the Flame Orb otherwise. Because normally the burn status, if you guys don't know, cuts your Pokemon's attack in half, unless you've got the Guts ability, in which case, if you paralyze or burn or poison yourself, you actually end up doubling your attack stat, I think, instead. I might be a little bit off on that, but I'm pretty sure at least boost your attack stat for sure. Either way, let's go for another disarming voice, and that is gonna bring Hariyama down. I love taking down big old Pokemon, because it really makes you think, like, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Actually, that's all Monster Hunter is about. I love me some Monster Hunter. I know I've been talking about it a lot, and I really do want to stream it at some point. Maybe you guys would be interested in watching it, because even though it's not really at all like the gameplay of Pokemon, it is all about kind of different creatures and hunting them down, and how you can figure out their weaknesses and stuff. Like, it's a perfect example of the bigger they are, the harder they fall, because there's some giant creatures you can hunt later on in that game, and they really do, like, take a lot to take down, but when you do, it feels so satisfying. And this Alakazam, going for the recover, that's kind of interesting. I know for a fact that Alakazam doesn't have Guts, so I'm not really sure why you'd go for Flame Orb on that one. But I sure hope that Aqua Jet can finish it off, because, yeah, I don't want it recovering anymore. And there we go. We do take it down. I really don't know what the whole strategy behind Flame Orb was for that guy there, but did not really work out for him, as you saw there. Anyway, that's Golfer Dean burned out after all. Wait, isn't that what the other chick said? Everyone's just giving up on their career so early, man. You have what it takes to be the next wielder of the precious Flame Orb. I'm glad that I waited here for you so long. Take it, my Flame Orb. Oh yeah, we're gonna get this man's fire right from under him. But seriously, don't give up, man. Get back to golfing. You've got this. I've gotten a bit burnt out as a trainer and could no longer use the Flame Orb. Using it wisely takes a bit of tricky thinking, but if you figure it out, it'll pay you back in spades. Yeah, like I said, it's a bit difficult to find Pokemon that can make good use of it, but I guess he meant he's done as a trainer, not a golfer, so I'm glad, man. We're not ruining careers out here. We're just ruining the hopes of people ever being good trainers. But let's be honest, a lot of these trainers do kind of suck, so they probably should consider a different career path in the first place. Anyway, we have made it to Route 17. I'm actually not all that good in fights, but no one will pick fights with me as long as I'm in Team Skull, you know? I guess that's true. You could just be a pretender like that guy and, you know, get in a gang just to act all tough but not actually be tough. That's basically what he just told us, but here's a police station, and inside we can find, I guess, another totem sticker. There we go. 2 of them right off the bat, and we are at 25 now, my friends. My favorite number. So if you guessed that correctly before, congratulations. I did mention that it's a quarter, so wouldn't have been that difficult, I guess. Why are there so many Meowths in here? This place is a mess, by the way. Look, there's a chair on top of the desk there. Actually, I guess I did used to do that in school. I guess just at one certain school, after school, they'd tell you to put your chair up on the desk. Probably just so that the janitors could come through and sweep, and it'd be a lot easier. Actually, I guess they do that at restaurants too, after it's closed. Or maybe just at certain restaurants. I don't know. Either way, we got a Team Skullgrunt challenging us to a battle. And I actually didn't really want to take this guy on, because I think that is going to be the end of this episode, as we are quickly approaching Po Town. I was about to call it Skull Town. I mean, that name does kind of fit. It might as well be Skull Town at this point, because they have definitely taken over. And as you can see, this route is a little bit rainy, so it might be a good idea to actually switch Primarina up first here. Plus, I do want to train our starter Pokemon a little bit more, since he's fallen so far behind in levels behind everybody else. Darwin about to be 43 actually, so yeah, we definitely want to train up Primarina a little bit more, but not before taking on this Haunter. And wait, I could have sworn that Darwin learned Crunch, but I guess that might have been Loba? I don't know. We've still got Bite. It's good enough to take the job, or get the job done there against Haunter and get us level 43. And like I said, that is actually going to be the end of this episode, as we've taken down the Skull. But there's going to be plenty more Team Skullgrunts coming up in the next episode, as there's Po Town actually behind the walls. And oh, there's actually a little bit of a rock smash rock here. hiding a totem sticker, of course. And that's gonna do it next time we take on Skull Town, and I will see you all then.